Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marion. How are you? Good morning, Miss Lolita. Good morning. Can I give it a little tilt here so my stuff don't fall? Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday. Another great day to make some things happen. And I'm excited to be here this morning. I hope that you had a very restful night. I know I did, and it felt good. Good morning, Susan. Someone say good morning to everybody that's hopping on. Miss Dolores, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody truly had a restful night. That's important because there is no way great committed TLC. Yeah, TLC pays. It's important that we do have a restful night so that we can get up, invigorated for the next day and ready to tackle the day. And it's hard to do it when you function on, a few hours of sleep. I know people who can do that, and I've done it before, but sometimes it's kind of hard to make things happen when you're a little sluggish. And so that's why, it is important to make time for yourself and make time to get some rest so that you can get up and make things happen. Thank you, Marion, for sharing the video. But I just want to come on for a few minutes to give you a few words of encouragement for today, Wednesday, April the 12th. Where is the month going? Like, am I the only one who looks at the calendar and says, oh my God, like, where is time going? Time is flying. And yesterday, I had a chance to sit down for a few minutes, and I was kind of looking at some of the things I needed to do, and I kept thinking, well, where's the month going? Where's the time going? It's not even waiting for anybody, and it never has. It never does. Time just moves on, so that's why we got to be ready to go. Good morning, Brandon. And so I want to come on today, give you a few words of encouragement, and the topic for today is don't take it personal. We deal with a lot of stuff throughout the day, and we're getting ready to go to work, and the mornings kind of look the same. You get up, you get ready for work, get your kids ready, kiss your husband goodbye, you grab some breakfast, and you're off and you're out. And you're on your way to work and you're ready for the day, and there's so much that can happen. And sometimes if we're not like supercharged up and ready to go, we can allow, little mishaps to come in and just kind of wreck the morning for us and wreck the day. But today I just want you to come on. Thank you for the heart. I love those. I want you to just say, hey, I'm not going to take it personal. It's kind of hard sometimes. I understand because there's so much that can go on and you're like, I don't understand why this person did that. I don't understand why people are acting this way, but don't take it personal. I had to learn that one, and it is a lesson that I'm still, in the process of learning, because sometimes I feel like sometimes when people do stuff, it's like, you're trying to figure out why, because it's not something you would do. And you're right. It might not be something you would do. It's what they did. But don't take it personal when they do it to you, because it's them dealing with their own stuff. Don't take it personal. We have a lot of people that we come in contact with, and some of us work with a lot of people. Good morning, Roderick. We work with a lot of people. And so you get all these different personalities, and sometimes people have multiple personalities, and they come to the workplace and they bring themselves and those multiple personalities into the workplace. And you're just dumbfounded about, some of the things that they say and do, but that's just what that is. But good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But don't take it personal, because we can't control the thoughts and actions of other people. We just can't. We can only control how we react to it. And I know Brandon says Satan's minions be in full effect at work. They do. And it's like they just be ready to come at you. It's like they come for you. Like on this street out here, I feel like the police officers are sitting there waiting on me. And it's only because I got a ticket one day and I couldn't even say anything but give him my license and registration because I was speeding. But it's like I always think they're looking for me. I didn't take it personally. Not then. Then I did take it personal. I don't take it personal now. But I had to realize that, it was because of what I was doing. That's why I got the ticket. So when I went and paid that $200-some fine, you can best believe I remembered that the speed limit was 35, not 53. So we have to remember that those people do things that they think is best. I've learned a lot in my short years on this planet. Seems like I've been here a really long time, but I've learned that we just can't take it personal. People do what they feel is best for them. And sometimes, sadly, it affects you negatively, and you're left to deal with the aftermath, and they've gone on. I hate that. But it's how it is. And so we can't take things personal. We can't say, oh, well, it's my fault. I'm not going to take that on. Because you want to act a clown. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. So I'm not going to take it personally. So I want you to think about that today. Because we deal with it, and even in our family. Have you seen people just show out in your family? And you're looking at them like, okay, I think that we come from like the same people. And we have like the same relatives. But y'all act like freaking rank strangers. Like, I don't even know you because of how they act. We can't take it personally. And the reason why we can't is because we can't control what they do. We can't control what they do. We can only control how we react to it. Now, I'm going to admit, I don't always react right. I don't always have the most appropriate reaction when it comes to certain things, but I'm working on it because it is a process. And so sometimes when people, they come at me, and it's not that they're trying to attack me. It's just that the way they approach me, it might not always be right. But that's when you have to, remember we talked about having a sense of self and knowing who you are and being confident in who you are. That's when you have to say, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and end this conversation right now for the both of us so that I don't say something I regret later. I'm sorry, your tone is not right. You can't speak to me you don't have permission to speak to me that way. You have to be able to do that. I just do it one time. You're good to go. You're good to go. It's kind of like bullying. You have children who are always dealing with bullying, and it's like they don't want to be in trouble. They don't want to, they don't want to get anybody in trouble. They don't want to make waves. They don't want to make the situation worse, and they deal with a whole lot of stuff. All they need to do is just lose it one time. Just go crazy. Did y'all see that video that came across it came across my timeline? It was something that came across my timeline. It was this little boy. He ran across the room and kicked this kid and said, "Kapow!" And he just went off and just started fighting. It was not funny because they videoed that fight in class and then they aired it. It got all over Facebook. It went viral. But when I looked at that, I said, you know what? Today was his day. He was like, "No, not today. Not today." He was tired. He was tired. Onita says, good morning. Good topic. I don't say personal. We're right. The multiple personalities. It is multiple personalities. I don't even deal with people who whose journey is different from mine. And what I mean by that is I'm very cautious about who's in my circle. It's not very many people who are in my circle. I don't have any and everybody in my house. I never have, even when my kids were growing up. So you have to be careful about, who these people are in your circle, because some people don't know how to act. They haven't been taught. Or maybe they've been taught and they strayed away and they're just lost. I don't know. I don't even have a reason. But we can't take it personally because we'll lose time trying to figure out why somebody's losing it. Have you ever sat down to try and figure out what's wrong with somebody? You can't even hardly do it. You need the DSM-4. That's the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Disorders for counselors. I'm sorry, DSM-5 is out now. And you need to open that because that's where you can find some disorders and look at the criteria and see if they meet it. I'm not trying to be funny, but it is. It's called the DSM-5. And any disorder you want to talk about, it's in there. And the sad thing is if you read it, you'll soon find out that a whole lot of people that you come in contact with is something wrong. Especially when they do things that are socially awkward and you feel like, I really don't understand why. It's not up to us to figure it out. Just don't take it personal. Beware of the company you keep. You do. Good morning, Mr. Reginald. That lady creepy messing her sister up. It's true, though. Beware of the company that you keep. We can't take things personally. I pride myself on, I try to treat people right. I honestly do. I try and treat people right. I'm not perfect. But I understand, too, that sometimes you have to distance yourself from people. And it's not that you think that you're better than them. It's just that you don't do what they do. Because sometimes people have this way of developing habits. Now, I don't understand how it's so easy for them to develop bad habits. Because it's just as easy to develop good habits. But it's like you develop these habits that aren't conducive to your lifestyle. They aren't conducive to building meaningful relationships with people. It's just stuff that you do. And I want to talk about family, though. Because you see it a lot there because those are the people you tend to be around a whole lot. I can't tell you why people act the way that they do. I can't. But I know that we can't take it personally. And the reason why is because we have too much work to do. It's too much on my to-do list to try and figure out why you act a certain way. It's too much to do to try and figure out why people say the things that they say, act the way that they act. They just do it. It's not up to us to figure it out. It's up to us to just keep it moving. Oh, of course, it can be a distraction. Sometimes things can happen that are so bad, it'll just almost knock you to your knees. But hey, on your knees is not a bad place to be when people showing out like that, because you don't want to be behind bars. So I think being on your knees is a nice alternative. What you think? I'm not going to take it personal. And the reason why I want to hold on to that is because we have so much work to do. We have things to do. Your to-do list should be full. It should be so big until you're having to break it up into manageable chunks so that you can get things done. But your to-do list shouldn't say number one, try and figure out why people act the way that they do. You got to keep it moving. Even if that means you're marking time. My grandmother used to say that you better keep moving, keep marching. Just keep marking time. Makes sense to me now. See all those lessons Muddy was talking about? I get it now. I get it. Don't do what they do, Cree. Don't act the way they act. Don't go where they go. Don't talk the way they talk. Who is they? She said, all them that ain't doing right. I said, oh, okay. All them that ain't doing right. That's what my grandmother said. But hey, don't take it personal. Get in and do a great job. When you know you're doing a good job, and you know you show up and you give 110%, whether you're at home or on the job, wherever you are, when you know you're giving 110%, don't allow people to make you feel like you're not. They want to do that to take the light off of them. Go do your job. You've been there 20-some years, well, you must be doing something right because you didn't get caught up in the layoff. They didn't lay you off. They didn't have you train somebody, then get rid of you. They didn't. So don't take it personal, okay? Don't take it personal today. Today is Wednesday. It's a marvelous day to make some things happen. It's a marvelous day to get started. Somebody messaged me and said, hey, Cree, I'm starting all over. I said, good for you, because a whole lot of people are not. See, it's smart to know, well, I need to start over. This is not working. I need to start over. Get another plan in place. Francois, good morning, Chica. How are you? Good morning. Marion says trying to figure people out as a full-time job that doesn't pay. Ain't nobody got time for that. They sure don't. They sure don't. They don't have time for that. They don't have time. They don't have time to be doing something constructive, which is why they do what they do. And you don't have time for that because your to-do list is calling you. It's calling you. It's calling you. Francois, I'm so happy to see you. We got to hook up for lunch. I haven't seen you in forever, but I've been to Tasty Tales like 1,000,000 times since then. If y'all haven't been to Tasty Tales, please take some time to go out there. Francois took me. It's been heaven ever since, and I've been there so many times. They get all my money every chance I get. So I want to say thank you for introducing me to it. But today we're talking about not taking things personal. See, when we go through this journey and we're making moves, especially when you're moving up the ladder of success, whatever that is for you, when you're moving up the ladder of success, you're going to have a bunch of people going, well, you know what? But you've been down here with us for so long. Why are you trying to go do something new? You just got to go. Have you seen movies where, I'm good. This message is right on time. We do crawfish season. Yes, it is crawfish season. And I'm glad the message is on time. It's on time for me too. Have you ever seen movies where you have one of the characters in the story who's just like, I gotta go. Y'all can stay here in this one horse town, but I gotta go. I'm leaving. See, that was me. When I graduated in 1989, I was like, it's time for me to go. Like, I need to go do something different. I knew my mom lived in the city and I grew up with my grandparents in the country, but I had to get out the country and come to the city because I needed an opportunity. I just needed something more. And when I left my two brothers and I promised them I'll be back to get you. My brother graduated, went and got him. Tracy found him a job, he went to work. Baby brother went back home. He graduated college, went and got him. Brought him up here, he went to work. I went and got my brothers because I wasn't going to be the one responsible for them not having a good start. But they couldn't do it there. I didn't take it personal when people were like, but you can stay here and you can just move to a town, next door, and you can find a job and go to school over there. No, I'm good. I'm all right. I think I just need to go. So I had to leave. I didn't take it personal when people said, but Cree, why you want to go to the big city? Why you can't stay down here in the country? You know them city folk, they slick. But I am too. And I'm on my way. I had to go. Like, I didn't take it personal. They were family members who loved me. They just didn't understand. They didn't understand. I had to go. I didn't take it personal when people said, well, Cree, your parents got divorced. You with your grandparents, and how you going to pay for school? And you might ought to stay close in case you get in trouble. Like, get in trouble what? Because all I'm going to do is go to work and I'm going to find me a job and I'm going to make it work. I never went back. Never went back. Never went back. I didn't take it personal because I understand that environment works for them. There's nothing against growing up country. One day I'm going to put I bought a brand new cowboy hat. Put my cowboy hat on, my blue jean shirt, and my roller sleeves on. I'm going to be country and I'm going to do my Facebook Live. I'm a country girl at heart, but I didn't take it personally when people said, just stay. Make it work. We can do this. No, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Just keep it moving. So today is Wednesday. And again, it's a wonderful day to remember that you are who you are. It's just, that's how it is. We are who we are. But we can engage in some personal self-development to become better people. I talked about that yesterday. Hindrances to personal self-development. But we can become better if we want to be better. You have to want to, though. Have you ever seen people and you say, man, she sure will make somebody a good wife. She's got to work on stuff. She just need to be better. He will make somebody a good husband, but he just got to work on some things and he would be better. We have to decide that we want to be better. And we can't take it personal when people say stuff to us that's, it goes against what we believe. We're going to hear that. It might go against what you believe, but you still got to keep moving. You can't let that distract you and get you down to where you're like, well, because if you meditate on it long enough, you'll be like, well, maybe she is right. Maybe I could make it work here. Don't limit yourself. No limit. No limit. No limit. No limits. Don't have any. Don't let people limit you. Show them what you can do. You got this. People say all the time, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. Don't be that person caught up and laying on your deathbed talking about, oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had gone here. I wish I had done that. No, put that stuff on a list of things to do. Figure out a plan to do it. Save $5 a week or whatever you can save. Put that money aside and go where you've been trying to go. Just do it. Like, we work too hard for that. Well, let me speak for Cree. I work too hard for it. I deserve it, and I'm good enough, and I'm worth it. So I'm going to do it. So I don't want you to worry about what they say. Just go do it. Just be great. Faisha always say, they just won't let me be great, Cree. They just won't let me be great. Go be great. I give you permission. Go be great. Go do it. Whatever it is you want to do. Your boy should be so full of stuff to where it's like, okay, well, I've already done this. Let me wipe that off. Okay, we already did that. Let me wipe that off. Oh, we already did that. Let me wipe that off. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be spent wasting your time with people who ain't going nowhere fast. They just going. Don't get caught up. Get out of that group. Good morning to you. Get out. Get out of the group. I don't care who it is. It could be your favorite cousin, and y'all been cousins ever since y'all were born in the same hospital. And it's your cousin. But she can't help you get you where you need to be. She's still your cousin. You just got to do something different. I don't know about you. I feel a sense of urgency every morning I wake up to get things done and make it happen. And the reason why is because I set a goal. I have my short-term goals and my long-term goals. But if I'm not working on short-term goals, how can I achieve the long-term goals? How can I do it? So if you're not visiting and revisiting your vision board, that you should have created way back when? If you aren't doing that, then I don't understand the purpose for having it. It's to function as a visual to help keep you on track with what it is you're trying to do. Don't let people get you off your game. Don't let them get you off track. They'll do it, and they don't mean no harm. Don't take it personal. Just get back on track and keep it moving. So anyway, I want you to be encouraged today. I want you to remember that the world is going to continue to rotate, whether you're standing on top of it or you're stretched out under it. It keeps moving. It's not going to wait on you to decide. It keeps rotating. You decide where you want to be. You can stand on top or you can be stretched out under it. I'm not going to be stretched out under anything except some palm trees on the beaches of the world, and I wish you'd join me there. That's what we're going to be stretched out. Stretched out somewhere asking us would we like another Mai Tai. Yeah, doesn't that sound good? Sounds better than I need to go borrow $30 because my light bill due. Get out of here. You'll have a light bill when you're dead and gone. Somebody will be paying it. I want you to meet me at the top because the bottom is too crowded. It's where the 97% live. We don't want to be like them. We don't want to talk like them. We don't want to use the words that they use. We don't want to eat the foods that they eat. We want to eat healthy foods so that we can live a long, productive life and be able to achieve everything we've set out to do. Our health is our wealth. It is. Our health is our wealth. And we can ill afford to not be connected to something that's feeding our inner self so that we can have a strong sense of self. Engage in some personal development. Don't take it personal. I see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Smile. It goes a long way. Make a difference in the life of somebody else. And I'll see you tomorrow morning right here, Facebook Live. Y'all have a great day.